I guess the best place to start would be if you could introduce yourself and your role at TCS.
My name is Satya Mishra. I head the banking and financial services business for TCS here in UK. While my role is overall managing the P&L and the business for TCS, what I really do is work with my client partners to bring the best of TCS to my customers. So that's how I see my role as.
Amazing. And obviously, as part of that role, one of your key accounts is YBS. Could you maybe talk through how TCS has supported YBS in its digital transformation journey, and what impact has this had on the customer experience?
So we have a long-standing relationship with YBS. It's about 17 years old. We started with the old legacy systems and now working with the modern digital systems. So YBS, if you know, has primarily mortgage and savings as the two products.
Yes.
So a few years back, we worked in changing the mortgage origination and sales process through a strategic implementation of a product, which really changed the way they do business and how fastened the whole process of mortgage rollout and the decision making. So that was step one. Now we are working with them on the savings product, where we are creating what is known as joyful experiences by making sure the product, the whole product is omni-channel suitable, and the customer, whichever channel they go to, have the similar experience, continuity of the whole transaction, and that makes a big impact on the customer experience for YBS. So these two are quite two strategic programs we have worked with them. There are a number of other digital initiatives making around payments and data, which are making the customer experience much better.
Yeah, amazing. And when you're talking about these technological advancements and things that you're doing, are there any challenges that YBS has come across and maybe that TCS have then helped navigate through these?
As you know, YBS is a regional building society, while TCS is a global technology player. And what we have done is married the global experience with the regional flavor that is required, the local flavor.
Yes.
And that is where we have helped YBS overcome a lot of solution questions around what is the best of a particular technology is, what are the global rollout processes, how programs can be made better, fail-proof, and those kind of challenges which they typically struggle with, we have been able to partner with them and resolve many of them in the past few years.
Amazing. So it's really that kind of consultancy that you're giving them there through those challenges, which is amazing. And it's a very long partnership that you've had with YBS, which I'm sure both ways is a very fruitful partnership. Do you see that evolving as such, maybe in the changing needs of the financial services that we're seeing in the industry at the moment? Do you see that partnership further evolving?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
See, if you look at it, I have been personally involved with YBS for 11 years now. And while initially we have worked with YBS in what is typically known as, resource augmentation mode, where we provide technology capability to YBS, over a period of time it has evolved to implementation of third-party products, a system integrator, bringing different elements together, to now working with multiple partners in a engineering model to be able to deliver the technology outcomes which they want. So the whole engagement model has evolved. The expectations from TCS have evolved, and it is the great part is we have been able to meet up to that, and that's why the relationship is so strong and so long.
Amazing. And I guess in a time when we're talking about the financial services industry, it's changing very rapidly. So in a time where customer expectations are shifting, when we're talking about, the cost of living crisis and all those kinds of things, how is YBS leveraging their technology to enhance their member services and engagement through the services that you provide?
So YBS has had a very good financial performance in the recent past. Their savings business has been growing very well. If you see, their strategy is very clear. They want to double the effort to reach out to the customer and deepen the engagement with the customer.
Absolutely.
And to do that, you need a few things on your technology backbone. Modernizing your technology so that it can adapt to quickly roll out new propositions. What I spoke about, the omni-channel experience, the joyful experience, which means the customer love to come to your mobile or to your app to do business. And also in the mobile, the resilience which is required to make yourself a safe financial services player, right? And underpinning all that, the culture element. How do you deliver outcomes quicker together? So in all these areas, TCS has been working with YBS. So our teams are engaged in the Joyful Experience program, in making sure all the technology platforms are updated and bringing out rapid enhancements, which is the need of the hour. So the whole cultural aspect of it. So I believe we are, in really a one team with YBS, and work very closely with their business outcomes, and ensure that we deliver that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it always works better when, like you say, you're working collaboratively as a team rather than it being two separate entities. It's kind of evolved over time, hasn't it?
Yes.
So in terms of TCS, obviously a very global leader in technology services, how does it approach innovation to help financial institutes like YBS to stay competitive, as I'm sure that's a big thing that clients are wanting?
Yeah. So it's very interesting observation because we have to deliver our day-to-day service, but at the same time bringing in the innovation experience.
Yes.
We do it in multiple ways, right? One part is we engage with customers like YBS in bringing in what is the best in the technology, what we call the hype cycle, what are the things that are coming in the future, and bring that. But that is more like an education, right? Bringing in the different perspectives of what is happening. More importantly, there are two elements which we work on. We have a lot of partnership with the academia and the fintechs, what we call our co-innovation network. And we do bring relevant co-in partners to YBS for solving a business problem. Okay, if they are looking at a particular issue, can a newer fintech or a academic intervention help solve it? And that's very practical. That helps them resolve some of the problem statements they may be having.
Yes.
And another dimension is the Passport, which we have in London. In fact, this building has the Passport on the other side, where it's a physical manifestation of innovation thoughts.
Okay.
So we bring in our customers, including YBS, for a half-day workshop, let's say, pick up an area of their interest, and take away the do some design thinking and take away the outcomes in terms of work to be delivered.
Yes.
And that can be through a MVP. The work is delivered, and then the customer can decide to take it to a full-fledged project.
Wow.
So these two, I would say, are very very effective ways to bring the global innovation and the different components of innovation, like a fintech or academic, to a customer like YBS and delivering the outcome.
Amazing. I love that kind of that workshop idea. You're really giving that all-round service. So we cannot obviously touch on technology services without talking about the rise of AI. It's at the top of everyone's lists and on news channels and everything at the moment. So how does TCS shape the future of banking and financial services when using AI, automation, cloud technologies?
I can't say we have shaped it yet, but we are attempting to, like everybody else.
Of course.
We look at AI in different contexts. There is AI for business, which means how do you bring AI to change the way you do business? Maybe look at completely new products and services. And there is AI for IT, which is bringing AI to make sure the whole development process, the SDLC cycle, as we call it, software development life cycle, how do you improve it? Through automation, right? And we work extensively in both areas right now. And another element around AI is if the underlying data is not in right shape, then the whole automation does the wrong thing or doesn't do the thing we want to do it at all. So data programs are also critical. So if you look at it, working with business, working with technology, and working with data is something we do for the automation area. And we are working with a number of our customers in building the foundation layer for AI, the base, then the various use cases on top of the foundation, so that the business can get the outcomes they are looking at. We are also engaged with YBS in that process, looking at for what is the right level of investment for them on AI to get the right outcome, right? And this is an ongoing process, very exciting. A lot of work happening here in UK in that area, and we are very closely participating in it.
Yeah. AI is such a big topic. I was speaking with someone in the food and beverage sector the other day, and a quote really resonated with me that AI isn't the solution, it's an enabler.
Right.
And I think it's about how different industries, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, it's how can we best utilize that. So I can see how you're separating it into those three categories as kind of how you're driving that forward, which is really interesting. So beyond YBS, we've touched on it quite a bit here. What are some of the broader industry trends that you're seeing in financial services? And how is the company preparing for, I guess, the next wave of digital transformation, if you want to call it that?
Trends are changing every day, whether it is the tariffs, whether it is the war going on, or whether it is any other aspects. So the business trends are changing, and we are adapting to it. I think so. So the way we look at it is, are we helping our customers build a perpetually adaptable enterprise? You should always be able to adapt. And what do you need in terms of technology to build that, right? And then there are elements around modernizing the core of the business, the element around omni-channels, the element around data-led insights and decision making, and there are other elements around resiliency, making yourself better equipped to handle things like cyber attacks and so on. So there are multiple dimensions if I look at it, right? So there is a customer dimension, there is a efficiency dimension, there is a resiliency dimension, and so on. And we are working with our customers in all of this. We feel the next few years are going to be AI, automation, modernization, omni-channel driven years, and we work with our customers in making sure they are in the right place in all of this.
Yeah, and prepared, I guess. It's always thinking ahead, isn't it? It's dealing with the now and what's to come. So TCS has worked with financial institutions across the world, including the UK. What unique aspects of the YBS collaboration stand out to you? And are there any lessons that other businesses could take from this partnership?
Yeah, so it's a very unique relationship, not only the longevity, it's a relationship which is built on trust. We have worked with YBS, if I can recollect, in the original systems, very old legacy systems, to modernizing them and then working with them to the digital era now, the AI and data cloud era, right? And all throughout this, as I said, our approach has been that of a trusted partner. I have been asked this question many times. You have so many large customers, the high street banks. Why you think YBS is important? And for us, the answer is because we are one team with them, right? We believe in their mission. We believe in their way they approach the local communities, the way they want to build business ground up, and that's very close to the Tata ethos, where communities are very critical in which we work in. So I believe we have a very good cultural alignment, a very good trust factor as a partner, and that reflects on the journey we have had with them, and that's what I take to some of my other customers. How do you build the one team culture, the community engagement, and the trust factor?
Cohesive approach, isn't it? Yeah. Amazing.
Yes.
Great. Well, thank you very much for meeting with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.